Greetings, welcome. Yes, Victor, first love. Hello, my sweet, sweet. Yes, thank you for your beautiful meditations. Always nice to know that there's grounding at the same time every day, twice a day, where I can get my feet really on the ground and just pour my energy out. So very, very grateful to both of those. They're not the early morning session for me, nor are they the afternoon session. They are the dream time session, which is wonderful. That's your evening time, where I usually float in straight from the astral, which is really, really special. So I'm all covered in delicious dream dust. Yeah. So welcome to the 999 portal. Well, we got here. We got to yesterday. We got to the day before, and by God's grace, we'll get tomorrow. And what an incredible journey we're on. The last 3 weeks have been quantum. Well, quantum's little. Well, quantum's very little. So it's quantum on steroids. It's like really taking leaps and bounds. Can hardly think of what I was doing half an hour ago, never mind 2 days ago. So let's just bring in some beautiful sacred PG Boop, my darling. Hello, PLR. Good. Yeah. It's good afternoon. I've actually closed the blinds because it's getting dark. This goes like 20 minutes every day, 10 in the morning and 10 in the afternoon. That we're now getting darker and darker. I don't like it because then it's dark at 3 o'clock in the morning and it only gets sunlight at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's because we're very far north. So hello, my beautiful PG. Sending you lots and lots and lots and lots of love. It was really interesting. My computer was crashing when I was trying to make you some images. So it was like really interesting saying no. I got halfway. They were very beautiful. So I'll still see if I can do something with the half images that were created. Anyway. So this was my intention for today, was to do some grounding, but I'm not sure if that's where we're going to go. So, but first we will definitely, wow, these beautiful temples, the ancient of ancients are definitely awaking. So smoke out the globular things out there. There's a lot of crazy crap there. But yeah, we're pretty much on. Yes. Lots and lots and lots of holy smoke in our prayers and our love. May they reach the heavens with great beauty and be welcomed with gratitude. And each prayer is like a beautiful droplet of gold. And we need lots of our prayers and our love because that's really so important right now. So clearing at least us, the Holy Trinity within us in the sacred infinity loop. And this way, these 4 loops are actually the sign of Venus. So, and Venus is not actually such a nice planet, but she'll do. So, not quite sure what I'm going to talk about today because I've had so much opened up for me of this teaching to like play with salt water, But let's just clear the temples. Our beautiful Tibetan symbols. I'm so peachy. I was looking at them, and don't you think that the symbols are actually a black hole formation? That's my thought earlier on or yesterday. Okay. So a wormhole, not a black hole, a wormhole. So let's open up this incredible sound. These are really special because they do come from Tibet and they have Om Mani Padme Hum written on them. Open up the light. Protect the energies. And ground the light. Yeah, so that's just what I'm at, but what kind? Oh, that boopity boopity boop boop boop. It's just everywhere I'm looking. These at the moment, I'm just seeing like wormholes. Anyway, yeah. We had a very beautiful session yesterday because it was actually the remembrance of the birthday of Mother Mary. So I had some very beautiful images and the different aspects of the mother, which actually morphed into something else. So I'd said I didn't want to blend the energies yesterday. But let me just go back a little bit where I'm coming from, because I do want to ground us. And I know it's a very big one, but hey, my quest, there's so many. It's like, well, let's put it as a question, but it is. What if the world that we see is like really just a fraction of what it is, and that the world has completely changed? And about the grounding, but it is actually the importance of actually being a light channel right now, which we've been on for a long time, and we hear about it, grounding the light, being up and down, and me, it's like up and down and reaching up to heaven and sinking down to the ground and really anchoring the light. And I go on a bit like a stuck record over the last year about it, but it is so important. Because if we go back into the history of the world as we don't know it, we're just kind of having a little bit of that again, where we're having so much of this plasma shooting onto the earth, and we don't want to explode. So this is why we're being called with love. And I mentioned that before, and it was, I can't remember where I saw it, but that love, the essence of love, has really only been on the planet for about 3,000 years. I mean, obviously people felt love and some kind of thing, but this whole thing of love, not lust, love for your family, care for your family. We were just tools, Daughters were sold, boys were put to work, you were used as bartering, yeah. So there wasn't that much love, care perhaps, yeah. Yes, thank you for that, because that's hugely what's happening at the moment. So I got that. When PG and I were playing a little while ago, that was really hugely happening. The golden sun has really been anchored onto the earth. There was some huge ceremonies done over the last week of anchoring this golden sun onto the planet and into the earth. And it becomes a gold circle and other, lots. The line, well, Hanuman works for you. So this is hugely about anchoring that beautiful golden light that is on the planet. And whether we'll see if we work with this base chakra to open that. And or maybe we should just start with that, because it's actually been hanging around for a while. I had meant to do it quite a while ago with beautiful Ganesha, and to awaken. And it just came very quite strongly for me at the time. It might be slightly different today, but that it is huge. There's so much knowledge just pouring on the planet, but it is the awakening of the Kundalini. But let's do it gently. And the awakening of the Kundalini is also, it's not really, it can be, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody has to do it. Yeah. But I do think that it's really important to just work with creating this beautiful base and tuning into our base chakra. And I often think that a lot of my teaching, we really worked mainly with from the heart up chakras. I suppose, but yeah, for me, that wasn't really such a good, the best thing. I needed more grounding because I've always been very connected. I've always been like out there and seen fairies and angels. So we worked with exercises to work with the base chakra and ground them and ground ourselves. But I think that more gentle emphasis on the base chakra, because we are on the planet, we've been born here, and we need to anchor. And this is, sorry, back to this old outpouring of plasma, which the planet has always had, but at times more. And we're having so much with the sun at the moment. There are so many angelic and extraterrestrial and all sorts of forces and people working with this energy right now. But it is hugely to anchor the light, because we are beacons of light. We hear these, but what does it mean? We need to just be as hollow tube as possible and make our connection to the stars and our connection to the earth, so that we become like lightning conductors, so that as this energy just pulses more and more and more and more and more onto the planet, we are actually harnessing it, so it's not taking us totally by surprise. So there's a lot of energy on the planet, and we're actually like a lightning bolt. We're actually reaching up to connect. So whether you call it the big flash or the flash or whatever, some things, it's not going to stop this energy for the next few years. Yeah. So this is just the beginning tastes, and the more that we can anchor this and obviously bring it through love. So love is just so much love on the planet at the moment. So that's why I don't know where to really start, because there's like such a huge amount of forgiveness and just unconditional love and compassion and such sweetness that is really pouring from the mother, whichever you choose to call it. And a lot of people are seeing the Mary, whether they're from a Catholic or Christian religion or not. I work with the Buddha Christ light energy, so they kind of blend together. And then, of course, dear beloved Ganesha. So he's, the more I know about him and learn about him, the more sweet I am upon him. So I think let's just work with anchoring this beautiful base chakra, just to slightly awaken with gentleness our Kundalini root, or our Shakti root, or our power root. I don't like that word. I love the word Kundalini, but it has been so misconstrued, and people have so many different like weird ideas about Kundalini energy. So Shakti is much more fabulous to me. And Ganesha does hold that. He is, you know, a little bit about the story. You've heard from me. I'm sure you've heard somewhere else. Hopefully you've heard it from me. That he is also the creator of obstacles. He's also the remover of obstacles. And he is the initiator of all beginnings. And he holds, because Shakti, that's his mother, that's Parvati, is sitting there in her chamber. And he was asked to guard her and to keep her safe and to keep her private. So that is why he is the guardian of that chakra. So whether you do it with Ganesha or not doesn't really matter, but just ask for some beautiful protection, the Christ light around you, put a beautiful egg around you, because this is not Mickey Mouse games, yeah? And they are just two intense energies, which I do believe that they're from partly our original body, which is very like serpentine. That will slowly rise, but where there are blockages, they're going to be blocked. So let them move, just pretend we have no blockages, so they will gently rise. And then it is, again, this lightning bolt. So this energy gets to the top, and you can't make it happen. It can only happen when there's the Shiva energy that comes from the top and connects with this Shakti. And then we have this beautiful Soma, the beautiful waters, the holy waters. So yeah, we're dealing with so many huge things, and each one is like as important as the other. I'm glad to see Josh is playing with water as well. So yeah, please, water, the sacred, and every day it will become more sacred. It will take on a different aspect of its sacredness. And it is the So my latest thing is that there were waters here, but then there were plasma waters that came from another planet. So we had this blending of two waters to create for a creation. But that's another story. But they're all like filtering in. I'm like getting so much stuff. It's like, oh my goodness. But it's in a beautiful way. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's like, okay. So it's just how to put some of that into words, but it's all that I've been thinking, talking, knowing, feeling about for 60 years at least. Yeah. Okay. So let's just find ourselves a nice, comfortable position to sit, preferably with your spine straight. And just wriggle your hips a little bit so that you can kind of wake up that chakra at the bottom and let it know stuff's happening. And then just find that balance for yourself. Yeah, you'll find it for yourself. It'll just kind of click. Okay. So close your eyes and draw your breath down deep into the base of your spine. Feel the earth beneath you, not just the floor, but the ancient earth, molten, rooted, and very alive. Breathe in through the nose and exhale down the spine into the root. Your root chakra is the perineum. Yeah? It's the connection between your bum and your other parts. So that is your base chakra that we're awakening. Okay. So that's where you'll be feeling it. With each breath, you anchor deeper and deeper into the sacred ground, into the red temple at the base of your being. You are safe, you are held, and you are home. Now imagine a glowing red lotus opening at the base of your spine, 4 petals shimmering with the symbols of the root. In the center sits Ganesha, strong, protective, and smiling. His form is luminous, radiant with light codes of red, gold, and molten fire. His trunk moves gently like a serpent, coiling with grace. His feet are planted firmly. He is unshakable. You bow inwardly to him. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Ganesha now places his hand upon your spine, just above the root chakra. A spark ignites, not fierce, but deeply ancient. A spiraling ember begins to glow at the base of your being. You feel the serpent, the Kundalini Shakti stir. She's not wild, she is aware. She begins to awaken under Ganesha's protection. As her tail slowly uncurls, the base of your spine glows like sacred coals, not burning, just vibrating. You are fully anchored in the root. You are fully safe in your body. Ganesha chants to her. You may hear the sounds. Lam, lam, lam. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. It is safe. Let her rise gently, only to the level of your readiness. The flame dances but does not consume. Around your root chakra, Ganesha now draws a ring of sacred geometry. It pulses with red, gold, obsidian, and crystal light. This is your shield. No fear can pass through. No energy may rise unless it serves your highest light. Your body is a temple, and Ganesha is your gatekeeper. Rest here in the deep hum of rooted stillness. Om. Ganesha now offers you a red lotus from his hand. You place it at your base chakra, a symbol of your awakening. As you breathe, the light from the root spirals upward, not forced, not rushed, just a whisper of ascent, carrying the signature of safety, love, and strength. Take a final breath into the base of your spine and say silently or aloud, I am grounded, I am guided, I am guarded. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. I am safe. Begin to return gently. Wiggle your fingers, roll your shoulders, and when you are ready, open your eyes, rooted and radiant. The root chakra, we haven't gone higher than that today because we hold our fear, we hold our survival panics, we hold our panic attacks down there, we hold our anxiety there, but fear, and I think, well, so let's just remove and let that fear drop. For today, the 999, I really feel that it is for me, it's a beginning, which is okay. Um, it's my good old 1 plus 8 equals 9. But I definitely did the the letting go of the root of fear of a lot of things over the last like week. Actually, 10 days have been very, very, very intense. Um, I really have taken on a lot in this lifetime, and I just offer that you just let it go. You know, I've been trying to like ask you to just let it go easily instead of picking up our traumas constantly. So I just want to see what else I'd actually put here, because this has just been my journey for today, well, from yesterday. Well, not from a while ago. I was playing with the water, as you know, and then the sun awakened, which was that. So the great central sun, and another aspect coming through the Syrian sun. So hugely, this has really been poured onto the earth and has been anchored onto the earth by many ancient cultures in the last week. There were huge ceremonies which were done, just pouring out the codes. So, and they have been buried and burnt and burnt and buried, and like huge sacredness has been poured upon them. So Mother Earth, Mother Gaia is definitely absorbing a lot of these energies. It was quite interesting that they had quite a few disturbances during their ceremonies, but anyway, off we. So yeah, so we do have to also just take care of being protected and keeping ourselves as much as we can in a beautiful golden ball of light. So um, PG, I hope PG mentioned, and I hope you're still there, PG, that you actually had worked a lot with, that you'd been given some things about this, the mirrors that you mentioned on our last show. And I really hope that you actually put it together for tomorrow, because I think it's really so important if you have anything to share on the mirror work, because we're going to everybody, you know, whether you've been down there, you're going to go down there again and again and again and do mirror work. And, you know, I can just suggest that you look at yourself, do the love. It's the calls of a mentee. It's looking at the different sides of yourself. It's looking into your eyes and saying, I love you. Standing, sitting in front of the mirror. It's not comfortable, completely naked. Looking at yourself as you are today, you know, love your body, love who you are. Anoint yourself, you know, just, you know, do the big hugs and the Victor stuff. So just tune into yourself, cry, you know, really write on the mirror, write on the waters. Remember the water, as Josh is like putting it there, that you write on the water. It's absolutely wonderful. Watch, get a hold of What the Bleep if you can. It's a couple, I think it is on my community page. The movie, it's really well worth watching. It's the very early Dr. Joe Dispenza. But it is about the water codes, and just remember that we are like, what's it, 70, 80, 90% water, and that's just us. Yeah, but yeah, we won't go into water too much today, but yeah, something's gone out of my brain. Because as much as I was doing the dark waters, I was also doing the fire. So that was kind of the glyph that I was working with then, which is just love. It's just this beautiful blending and merging of love. And love is really what's saving the planet this time round. So the more love that we can just pour out of our heart, however you do it, well, out of the heart coming back, there's so many heart-brain coherences, but just breathing love and breathing beautiful, soft pink energy or pure white light, as often as you can remember. Yeah, or I would find it quite nice to have a specific routine where I would really like work besides the meditation. So on my walks, I would really like work with the love and just breathe in and out love, and breathing. It's I think the time of pouring out our shit onto the planet has almost stopped for many of us. So we can breathe in light and breathe out love, or breathe in love and breathe out light. So we're actually becoming this like constant, beautiful circle, the Taurus field of love. Yeah. So wasn't a pretty place, but I did go down there. As I just said, thank God I could swim. It was very much the story of the churning of the oceans, which is a very dark. It's out of that came Lakshmi, but they did that earlier this year where they had all those 4 million people in India, and they only really celebrate it every 12 years, though they do celebrate it every 4 years, but it is only every 12 years that they have and this was like this really big one. So this really opened up a huge lot of stuff. I think it is part of the Great Deluge. Every single myth, every culture in the world has the story of the flood, of the water, whether it was Atlantis, whether it was a comet coming down. Um, but it happened so quickly, yeah? So you must know that they have found woolly mammoths that are still chewing their food. Their food is still in their mouth. So this is how quickly this stuff happened, okay? So I think that was what it was part of it. And all the stories, Noah's Ark, and that there was a lot of like misconduct and abuse of the powers. And one of the things that just kind of keeps coming up in all the ancient religions is the Christians do it in a weird way with Yahweh, as he says, I'm a jealous God. But it is part of that. The gods, the ancient gods, Mother Gaia, she just wants to be loved. So the more that we love her and the more that we respect her and honor her, we have a little bit of a cosmic Ganesha here. The more that we love her and honor her and pour our love out on her and just tell her how pretty and how beautiful she is, and do some very, very simple adorations, simple ceremonies. We don't have to be doing everyone light a candle, bring in your prayers, bring in your angels. So this really is like pleasing unto the Lord, yeah, that we just be sweet and kind and ask for the love. Yeah. Oh, dear old Saturn, this is where I'm at right now, that the planets were completely different. Oh, golly. That's why it was so easy for them to draw the planets, because the planets were not far away. The whole Earth, it really has changed, and they weren't as ordered as they are today. But all the planets, if you notice, have taken many scars. So we've got, I hope I'm making sense. Am I really bubbling? I'm bubbling all over the place, but obviously meant to be. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Look back at me. So very beautiful. I love that. I love that, PLR. Thank you for that. I know. Yeah. Yeah. And go, what PG you'll speak. I know it's harder. Words are easy. Words are easy. Yeah. And then you got to do it, It's like, oh, this will be so easy. I've just got to like really focus until the 23rd of September. What the fuck? It's not easy, like get to lunchtime. Never mind the 23rd of September. Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of stuff. So I'm not sure. Pick up where you are. Oh, that's lovely. I've never really connected with Hanuman, but I'm so glad that you do. And yeah, so I'm sure you will see him in the clouds. Yeah. Yeah, PG is definitely going to be giving us some stuff. I know it's difficult. It's why I'm making you do it. Well, I'm asking you to do it. I'm making you do anything. Everybody's in the hot seat at the moment. But it's a beautiful seat. For a lot of us, it really is just like letting that old, just letting it go. It's like, why do we want to hang? You know, PG said it so often, but we all pick it up again. And sometimes it's, I don't think I actually put this picture up right now. I'm in a very, very grateful and sacred space, and it took hard to get here. And I've been here before a few times before, obviously. But it's balance, and it's just, I'm very, very grateful. Oh yeah, I found my fairy with her silver, golden, copper wings, and my dog got a makeover as well. And some more light, some more sun. So as fast as I'm like drowning in this water, I'm also like, I was like really like shooting up and down in a beautiful figure of 8. Yeah, really, I was churning the waters. What came out after that for me? Well, I was very much in the water for a while. But after I came out the water, I got that beautiful Ganesh, which we're working with today, to just kind of blended the water and the fire energy for me. She's been around with me for a very, very long time. I was very lucky I could just go back to my mountain and just be still. And sometimes after all that churning and all that like intensity, it's like, what's happened? It's like, what's wrong? I'm not feeling anything. It's just like, be so glad. And just have a little conversation with my Christ Buddha. And then we went into the beautiful Sacred Mother, who just appeared to me. She's appeared to me quite a lot. I did not have this as an upbringing, so if you weren't here, I don't think you were here somewhere yesterday, I really connected with the mother a few years ago, many years ago, before I came. Yeah, about 10 years ago. So also in a very, my heart was kind of broken by my earth mother, not my mother. It was somebody I called my earth mother. And I started drawing hearts. Yeah, I drew 101 hearts in gold and silver. I painted them, and I painted all, and I started with calligraphy, and then I started making the most beautiful, beautiful rosaries, and connected hugely with the soft, incredible love of this mother. Yeah. So she has many hats, just from even the sort of Catholic religion, the Queen, or the Bible religion, the Queen of Heaven. It was I mean, she was like incorporated. I think they would have liked to have taken her out. And I got very deeply into the Essenes quite many years ago, which really acknowledges her as the Earth Mother. I loved PG. Do you see? She even got a touch of flamingos. So she's the Queen of Angels, which we work with. So she's the Mother of God. She's the Guadalupe. These are just the traditional kind of Christian Catholic things. She's the Rose Mystica. She's also the Queen of Sorrows, which for many has been a deep comfort, because the affairs of the heart are really deep. She's the Queen of Peace. She's the sacred, the Sacred Heart of love. She appeared a while back for me as well. These are a while back, these ones that I put together. And this was actually the Annunciation that I celebrated of Mary, which was the day that she was supposedly to gone up to heaven. Apparently, Mary was also a Immaculate Conception. As I said before, this it's not complicated. It's not difficult. There have been many, many, many. So we're dealing with ISIS and even many of the old religions, the old belief systems have this immaculate conception. And she wouldn't go. It was like I wouldn't get out of the water here. The Mary just wouldn't go. And I was like working hugely here with the old, connecting with the old African tribes. I can because I'm from Africa and I know quite a bit about them. And just working with the whole new elements of awakening up our chakra system and connecting with them, that they are our technology. And this is, we need to really work with this. Our body is a living temple. Our body is this incredible machine. This is like one of the biggest secrets that they've been kept away from us. They've tried to poison us through our food and our medicine, and never mind the air we breathe, which is difficult to control. But our water, our food, and obviously what we're watching, this crazy, scary little black box that literally is frying our brains. So be very, very, very careful. And it is a rainbow. The rainbow's also gone through all the cultures. I was just, this is the beautiful Earth Mother. So she is all one and the same. And it was interesting that this came up as the first mother long ago. I did this one. I was like, what? But yeah, she's also works a lot with serpents, the Mother Mary. And then my brother. So I've been through, and all of us will be going through an initiation or a holding of the Christ consciousness right now, however it appears to you. It can come through, usually with light, and you will feel that energy. The Buddha, the crystalline Buddha consciousness, and then the incredible sweet, sweet, sweet love of the Holy Mother, and that tenderness and that forgiveness and that absolute compassion. And just let it all go. This is the Christ, is that total pure forgiveness. That it really, whatever you've done, somebody's done worse. And everybody has a clean slate to move forward with. Yeah. So this came up for me today. And then we moved into my friend. This was actually a vision that I had about at the beginning of the year. And I actually drew it somewhere, but I don't have time to draw, and it's very complicated. Where's Josh? Hello, Josh. Snackies. I was going to call snackinis. Snackinis. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. So this is just a little bit where I've been in the last couple of weeks. 10 days or so. So I've been through this. I've absorbed hugely. I really drank a lot. My grief is beyond, sure, not the worst grief. It was interesting. Because Grace also talks, we talk about our fathers were both in the war. Her father was in Italy, which was not so far removed from Germany, and they also had a pact, and it was the whole rise of fascism. And I remember something that, I read a lot of books of the camps and stuff. They were just kind of left lying around for me to pick up and read. Or it was an interview with some surviving person. And she said every week on Friday, they would light the candles and they would say their prayers. And I said, but did you still believe? Did you have hope? She said, no, we had no hope, but that's what you do. You just keep going. and you just keep lighting your candles and saying your prayers and bringing in that one little moment of sweetness. And these were like in the camps, yeah. But our parents, but that's for another day, but they used a lot of religion during the war. But I was just thinking today, actually, I think the war was so horrendous for Catholics, the mother, whatever, for everybody, that it really turned many, many people atheistic and into a non-belief and what hope there would be of the future. I don't know where I'm going. I'm sorry to be so miserable, but sometimes we need to just know this, and that there is this incredible hope and there's this incredible love, and it's love. It's love that's really going to save the planet. Yeah. Whoops, where was that? Okay, so this was my beautiful, and I've been like really dipping into another aspect of Shiva. Shiva is like, he's just Shiva. It's and it's so interesting. I've never seen Shiva with a beard, but there's Shiva with a beard. I absolutely love this picture. It came out so much of what my vision was. Was it last year or the year before? That doesn't really matter. But it was definitely the Mother Mary, and then there were these flowers in the corner, and Shiva on his bull Nandi, like with his glorious hair. Shiva's hair is huge. Shiva's hair, oh, many stories about Shiva's hair. But Shiva's hair is actually the electricity of the cosmos. And Shiva doesn't actually have a form. People have made a form out of him, which is very yummy and hunky, but he doesn't have a form. He is just a column of light. He is just pure energy. And yeah, no, I don't into too much Shiva stuff, but that's okay. I had a bit here on, well, I don't know if we want to go into the Shiva hair. Maybe we'll save Shiva's hair for tomorrow. It can get a little too much. Yeah, well, just absolutely love this. But it is the energy of light and the energy of plasma that's being put onto the planet right now as well. Call it Shiva if you like, call it science. His hair holds huge amount of codes. And remember that Ganesha holds the sacred Om, the sacred beginning of sound. So if we just be humming and just tuning into that, just vibrate that nasal passage. When you vibrate that nasal passage, it actually clears your pineal gland and all the other crystals that are your ears, your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, and the mouth of God at the back. So it's, and the chakras. So you can just please hum, just vibrate however you can, as much as you can. It's really wonderful, actually. You can get into quite a trip with it. Yeah, we'll discuss more of that tomorrow. But this is where we are right now. This was from a while ago, with these rivers of light that are just pouring onto the planet. And for now, your homework is just to open up your being as much as just allow the energy to flow up and down your spine and let it cleanse you. You will feel the blockages. Go into them very quickly if you want to, and just like ask whichever deity, whichever energy you want, go into it with energy, work yourself, but briefly and quickly, and just say, unlock, unlock. Or I'm sure you can use the nuddy nuddy, which is when you have weird thoughts or thoughts come into your head, you just say nuddy nuddy and they go away. So we want to be part of this. We want to you'll be hearing music, your ears will be ringing. Please don't go into it too much. They should stop ringing quite soon. The more that we just stop resisting, we're resisting as we like to do, or we like to do it our way instead of saying, okay, I will just, we're not bowing down. We're just saying, I'm here. Use me. I wish to be a channel. I'm here. I'm open. I'm sitting. I'm waiting. I'm lighting my candles. I'm offering myself as a living temple to this holy energy. Let it flow through me. Let me be an anchor on the planet. Let me be a light. Because the more lights we have, the less the catastrophe is going to be on the planet. I don't want to get into that but it's very real, guys. But we don't want to get into too much of that. Just do the work. And that's why we need to absorb the light, because we are like sandbags against this onslaught. They didn't have this chance before. There were only a few people, a handful of people that could work with this energy. Now it's open to each and every single person. I am the I am presence. I am the I am presence of every man, woman, and child upon this earth. And I'm joining in unison with each and every I am presence in this huge, huge column of light. That's another one of the meditations that I want to offer you guys to do, so that you're not alone. I'm so glad, PG. See, PG is in tune. Om Shiva. Yeah. If you don't do Shiva, please. But if you do, a gold onyx Christ piece. I know it's also weird, the things that we like being like drawn to. Oh, PG, I'm so glad that you are creating, my love. Oh, I'm so glad. I shall just have a few little rivers of love coming out my face, exploding out my heart in flowers, lots of flowers. Oh, I'm so glad, PG. I wasn't worried about you. I knew you'd be okay, but yeah, I'm glad. It makes my heart happy. Cool. So, just as I said, a little bit of where we are right now. Awakening the beautiful kundalinis, whether you might see them awakening the chakras. You can see them bright, you can just see them as gold and silver energy, you can see them as sacred geometries, you can see them in pastel colors, you can see them however you see them, but see them, acknowledge them, that they're there, that this is your stairway, your rainbow ladder to heaven. Now this is you are this divine human being that people have kept secret from you, yeah. And it can be a very private thing at the moment, but know that you are definitely not alone. Yeah, you have that beautiful Christ energy and the mother, whichever way you put it. Are you going to be seeing a lot of the mother pictures from me, just because she just says something from my heart, and from my heart to your heart? I hope that she touches your hair with deep tenderness as well. Yeah. And just strokes your Your weary brow, because our brows do get very weary. Or we can see them bright. The colors have got very bright for me lately. Like doing a bright spark thing at the moment, which is not like me. I don't do these bright colors. But since the last couple of days, a lot of the big colors come in for me. And that's nice. So connecting, whether you work with your chakras or not, please, you can sit, you don't have to sit in this position. It is really wonderful if you can sit outside and do this. It doesn't have to be every day. But if you do it at home, you can sit in a chair. If you can sit with your legs crossed, I'm lucky I can. A lot of people can't. Or in that half lotus position, which is with your left leg up, and it's very comfortable. And that's if you're sitting on a chair, you put your left leg and you really squish it into your perineum. So you actually awaken that perineum. And that's when it becomes really, it's so comfortable. And you can sit like that for hours. If you look at Sadhguru, he sits like that. He doesn't tell you how he sits. I've just told you the secret to sitting like that. And you can sit like that for hours and hours and hours. So connect hugely to your beautiful star above and connect as deep as you can to the crystals in the earth below, however you see them. We did a beautiful meditation there, which was really lovely. It is very alive. I think we all see it slightly differently, but we all see it the same. So there is this unity of consciousness through everything. Yeah. Do put yourself into a bubble as much as you can when you're walking, when you're sitting, when you wake up in the morning. How do you wake up? How am I feeling? Ask yourself in the morning, how am I feeling? And let the answer come. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah. Remember that today is your tomorrow. And your yesterday is your today. But today is all you have. But I particularly like this one because I keep myself nice and protected and my delicious energies inside. And then I connect with so many other people that are connecting and just create this huge, huge, big tower of light and connect down to the earth. So we really are anchoring this planet. It's a huge job. We're being like electrical lightning conductors right now. It's important. It's important to do this. And please share it with others in the sweetest possible way. You know, we would just tell our children to actually, oh, it's so beautiful. Look at his chest. Oh, her chest, its chest. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. You see, that's what's happening to us. You can draw them on yourself. You can just have fun. Or you can, tattoo them on yourself, draw them on yourself, bath with them, put the energies around you, walk through a cloud of the energies. There's just so much happening right now. But yeah, we would tell our children just to like imagine that they have this beautiful star above their head all the time. Yeah. And it was also a way to keep them sitting straight, that they had this star always above their head. So just visualize that star always above your head, that you're not alone. It's your guiding star. And then, of course, to listen to ourselves as much as we can. You know, what makes you feel good, what makes you, well, not good, what makes you feel better, what like tightens up your energy, what expands your energy. Does this food crunch me up? Just seeing these people put too much tension into me. We used to call it the long ago, before any of this was this. It was, what did we call it? It was a wonderful child psychologist. I'll get it just now. But he worked with the warm fuzzies and the cold pricklies. And they were like little warm fuzzies. So how does it make you feel? Oh, all warm and fuzzy. Or that made me feel cold and prickly. Simple. Yeah. I do make it simple. There's a very big, crazy stuff out there right now. No, it's fabulous. But it's like we've been sleeping. We've been arguing and analyzing and discussing and oh my God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. You know, instead of just if we don't kind of agree with it, just put it on the shelf and move on. You know, you can come back and it can work with it just now. But it's like all this vomiting and rehashing over everything. And now pretty much all we're stuck is our diarrhea all over the place. So I'm really grateful that I still did my stuff for channeling now more and more because I don't have my books with me. So, and that's okay. Yes. Yeah, our crystalline bodies as well. Yeah, crystalline, golden bodies, rainbow bodies. It's not all the same thing. And thank goodness there's going to be different people. It'd be so boring if we're all the same color. But yeah, they all like on a thing, and just like the crystalline rainbow body is PG's got. Just think of yourself in a bubble. PG's done so many beautiful Crystal and Shiva. Yeah, he's very sweet. He's rescued me a few times. He's quite a man. Get used to that. What else did we have here that I can share with you for today? But yeah, it's interesting. But I'll tell you about these colors another time. These are the colors I'm working with, which is balance actually. Turquoise and gold. Grace is not here because she's also been working a lot with turquoise. And I must get the line of it because it's once you've been turquoise. My masters are very much saying hello to me right now. So sitting wrists really just, and that column of light, you're welcome to make it bigger, guys, and just connect with other people with it as one huge big column. Not all the time, as often as you can. When you're walking, as I said, I like to do it when I'm walking. I always do it when I'm walking, and the other times that I do it as well. But it's really beautiful when I'm walking. It's my walking meditation, and it's my outside meditation with another guy, unless PG pulls me off into the forest. I do feel him every now and again, and that's okay because I don't mind going to dance among the trees. I can just do that. And this is the awakening of the Kundalini, but this is the awakening of the Shushumna, which is, if you don't do the Kundalini, that's fine. Yeah. But I think let's just work with the Shushumna. If you work with the Kundalini, perfect. If you don't, perfect. But work with something. Yeah. Just that. Even just a hollow, just air in the tube. Absolutely nothing. And the other thing is walking with your hips. Really walk. It's doing many things. It's working with that base chakra. It's connecting us to the earth, and it's just releasing so much trauma as we walk, so we don't have to keep holding it. We will go into tomorrow. No, tomorrow we've got PG with us, but I will talk about the throat and that chakra and letting that go. And we have spoken about it lots and lots, that we hold our grief and our trauma in our throat, all our chakras hold it. But it is a big one. So back again to making sounds as much as you can out of your mouth, but please go hum, 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 humming. Really important. So, yeah, it's the gold and silver snakes for me. She's very bright, and oh, look, she's got her turquoise hair again. Oh, fancy that. I didn't see that. Oh my goodness. Ha, ha, ha. Takes me sometimes a while to get used to those. I didn't put that up here. No. Okay, so let me just go back to, I don't know which one. I like this one because it's not, and yeah, just really focus on that red chakra for now. Eat some red foods, let go of your anger, go and scream into a pillow, or draw your anger out, channel it into something. One of my favorite sayings is, how quickly can you clean your house when you're angry? And there's nothing you can do with your anger. You can't phone a friend and me about the anger that you're having with somebody. If you have to sit with it yourself, you have to work with it. That energy like moves mountains, big mountains. But for now, let's just work with our golden spine, because what it is, our beautiful Shushumna, the nadis, it's to the up and down, so we can work with breath work to keep it alive, which is the golden spine. It's our cosmic antenna, just what I've been saying. So just make sure that your spine is as radiant and beautiful as possible. So when you look in the mirror, see yourself as this radiant tube of golden light, anchored into the crystalline heart of Mother Gaia, and stretch, 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 stretch as far as you can go, and then a little bit further, way into the infinite cosmic sun above, and then past, if you like. It is our temple pillar connecting the heaven and earth, transmitting light through every vertebra, all 33. 25 is where the heart sits. And but we won't go into the negative elementals of our vertebra. You can look them up. I think, I know Louise Hay did a wonderful thing, and the positive affirmations, and gosh, was she spot on. Every single little vertebra, but she was spot on with everything. So awakening, this will awaken our Kundalini with grace, because we're cleaning those channels. So you have these, like, all the shakes and too many. We don't need to do that. We don't need to go too crazy. We want to do it with grace and elegance. Yeah. So instead of forcing the Kundalini or its intensity, and as I said, it is not for everybody. So don't. It's okay if you're not doing it, but just like the base, the ruby, this deep, deep ruby red, deep golden ruby dragons. So this just invites a gentle rising, the golden sap flowing through a tree, and that's awakening our cerebral spinal fluid, which is the Holy Christ oil, which is that oil which reaches up into, which is DMT, and it creates this beautiful awakening. We are just such a machine, a whole chemical factory going on here, guys. And stop and taste your mouth from time to time. You might start to feel and taste the sweetness of the soma, which is the dripping of that awakening of the that one inside the pineal gland. It was so interesting. I was listening to Josh, and that I said it a while ago, that I picked up with the Mother Gaia leaves me gifts along the way. There's not very many gifts to be had here, but it was a branch of a a palm tree with a 1 pound cone on it, which was really like very oozing sap. And I've been meditating a lot, and it sits here with my water. So it was interesting that those cards came up today with the Raphael deck. So I also have that deck. And I did give them to Josh a long time ago. But just if you have a pine cone, or you find a pine cone in the forest or in the park, take it home and just really meditate on it. Just look at it, and don't just, oh, it's pretty. Just sit with it for 5 or 10 minutes and really look at it, because that will also start to connect with the pineal gland within. And our pineal gland is now so teeny weeny. It used to be very big. It actually used to be so big that's why it would pop out the top of our heads. But we'll get there. So we need to just exercise our cerebellums, our pineal glands, our heart, So opening our beautiful Kundalini with grace, we with her. So our serpent energy rests at the base chakra, and as Ganesha, our beautiful guardian of the Muladhara, blesses it, it awakens and begins to spiral upwards with joy. You can dance it up, you can have fun with it. At each chakra, the energy is not just clearing, but gently anointing pearls of light, blossoming like lotuses. We don't need this drama, guys. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Bath, let it go. Every time you bath, just let it go. Give yourself time to have a pity party and let it go, and then make it bigger. And if you feel, okay, well, this is the day, let me cry. So you can go and cry for a whole day. But by God's grace, you're going to have joy for the next week or 2 or 3 or days. Breathing as the carrier of light, you can do the Hamsa, which is the Kriya Shakti. But that's just from the heart. Hum, sa, which is breathing in the head to the heart and out, and that creates our wings. Okay, or yeah, our aura as well. So you can just, but as I'm not into this. I've done it. I've done the negative exhale for so long. I just feel that we're really breathing in golden light, and we're breathing out love. So bringing light through our crown. We can take it down to the earth. You can do it the other way as well. Give it a shot, so you're working with the infinity. So the breath comes as a rhythm of this golden channel, connecting our body, our earth, and the cosmos. So you can do the infinity symbol through your body, through your heart. Lots of ways to do it. Just do it. The spine as the golden flute. Each breath plays the divine music of creation. Try to walk and keep your back as straight as you can, as often as you can remember. You can, when you lie down in bed, you can do beautiful meditations. In bed, lying down, just don't have a pillow. Just have a little. You can put a towel behind your neck so that it just supports that. The Kundalini as the golden serpent entwined with the silver serpent. It's my favorite, harmonizing both masculine and feminine within. The chakras are beautiful little suns, and they're always moving. They're never still, and they're constantly balancing our system. So it's like this whole little cosmos going on in our body all the time. And ask, if you go to sleep and you say, well, I want to see this. So every night you go to sleep, you can just ask that you can see it. And you can see it. I believe this works quite well. And just getting prepared more and more and more, that we will be lighting up the whole body to become a rainbow of crystalline light in this beautiful column, glowing. I mean, oh my goodness, come on, PG, have you got a beautiful image of us little beings? He's done some beautiful images of us. And don't forget to anchor whatever you're doing with this beautiful golden chain, this beautiful golden anchor, beautiful golden roots firmly deep down, and you will feel it click into the earth, into this molten crystal, this beautiful crystal that's alive. It's not just a crystal. And connect. I like to connect as well with the cosmic sun. So I invite you and ask you deeply to see yourselves as beautiful conduits of light. Hello, beautiful Minnie and Lakeside Laura and Victor's. Victor's still here. Victor's in Sedona. So that's about the lot I've got, guys. We just got in. So we've just been anchoring ourselves and taking a spin around the cosmos very quickly and come back to anchor. So, and PG is busy working. And working hugely with the love of the mother. And having a sip of tea. My panacea of all ills. Oh. So we shall be having PG on tomorrow, which I think will be beautiful. Always going to be an interesting show. Remember, a picture tells 1,000 words and sometimes 1,000,000. And especially at this stage, at this moment. We're getting so many downloads, so many of them, that it's just a way of being able to put it out that other people can also share in the download and do with it what they need, they can go and make medicine, go and make herbs, go and make magic muti, go and sew clothes, go and create art, make beautiful gardens, go and climb Mount Everest, go and have fun. So this picture here, and for those that weren't, is how I like at the moment. That's the way I like it just for now. Which is just to keep us sealed in a very beautiful, myself, in a beautiful, as often as I can, in a beautiful egg of gold, and connecting with many others in my own channel, but also connecting with there are a lot of luck. Not that many, not as many as we'd like to have, but we're getting there. Like-minded people that are connecting with purity and truth through the spinal column with gold. And just drawing in those energies of the sun. So just be open, because there's lots and lots and lots of this energy pouring into the, don't miss it. I don't know when I did this last week. This is just like the last 10 days or so. So she's just pouring, and so you can be hearing it, be doodle. Don't forget to doodle. Don't forget to do something with your creativity, with your hands. So, yeah, the importance of being an anchor. Okay, my lovelies, we will see you tomorrow with PG, which will be absolutely wonderful. So thank you, Victor, Millie, PG. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Lakeside. PLR, are you Robin? I take it you're Robin, and I have a name. So go and work fiercely on your bodies, on the new being, on this new technology of our natural technology. Work on the food that you're eating. Energize your food, energize your water. So that I just keep saying is Eat the best food you can, drink the best water you can, but just energize it, love it, be grateful for it, be really, eat as little takeouts as possible. Remember, they're not made with the love that you make them with. And I went through a big phase. I mean, I really liked watching the chef, now I've forgotten his name, Gordon Ramsay. But I would still just like, it was like this this negative magnetic attraction, because I would not like to eat that food that's been shouted at so much. Those poor chefs. No, that's not the food I want to put into my being. There was always a thing that was, the best, your last meal. Mine was a grilled cheese from my mother, because she always made it with so much love. And it always had like the parsley and the tomato or something, but it was just like yummy, yummy divine. So beautiful people, go and have the most beautiful afternoon. Go play, love, and remember. Thank you, PLR. And allow oh, Joshua equals Jesus. Yeshua. Oh, didn't you know? Yeah. So lots and lots and lots. And I think we've got, hopefully, we're going to try again, but I do think we'll confirm that we have a live with Josh on Thursday. So that will be very nice. I'm looking forward to that. We've tried a few times, but he's whatever. He had too many problems, oh dear. An oh dear problem, and or he worked or something. So we'll do Thursday, or not, but either way we'll do Thursday. So much love, love, love to everybody, and take it easy. But take it or no, take it hard. I don't know. I've changed my sayings lately. And yeah, really watch what you're watching. There's so much, like even the people that we thought were fine, it's just like so much crap out there. We've got enough drama within our own selves. We don't need to embrace more extra drama along the way. And just work on that base chakra and let the fear go. Just step right out of it. Love, 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 love.